Well, gamers, if you're a little bit confused, so this is kind of what we're kicking off here, the official Small Streamer Community Patreon. Essentially, this is right here is it's part of the $5 tier, which is going to be access to a bi-weekly strategy and growth workshop where we go over specific topics to help you grow your channel. This is going to be one of them. This is going to be free for the very first one, just to kind of give you guys an idea of what that actually is. That's the goal and plan behind it, essentially. So yeah, welcome to the stream, guys. Pog.
Oh, I gotta read off the alerts.
Yeah, go
Obama
for
Gaming 2020, thank you for the follow. Phoenix Ryzen, thank you for the follow. Sleeper Burrito. I didn't even see the one. Okay, I did mess it up. I'm sorry, Obama.
How do
What
you
is
mess
Obama's
up
last name, by the way? Crest, thank you for the follow. Crusader.
All right, very awesome, very awesome.
I think we're all caught up.
We're good. All right, I think it's probably about time to start. Well, guys, I kind of want to start off. So this is gonna be half discussion, half like talking about stuff. So how have your guys' streams been lately? Like, just as streamers, what have you guys been up to? How do you feel it's been going? Can you just kind of talk to me, you know? I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts on things. You know? Let's see. Thanks for the host. Oh yeah, boys, let's go. Alert. All right, well, viewership's up, but been stagnant in terms of new reach. Awesome. Well, this is gonna be a good workshop for you then. Glad to have you here.
I know recently, starting with my my own photoshops, I've increased my reach on Twitter. It's kind of like the impressions I've been seeing personally. It's like insane, just by photoshopping my face on weird stuff like Pickle Rick. Okay, like I don't understand how Twitter works.
Hey, Cree says he hits affiliate. Pog, let's go. Let's go. Kind of slow but enjoyable. I mean, that is Twitch for you. Twitch is a pretty slow platform to grow on, but it is pretty enjoyable. It's been going pretty well, getting consistently more viewers and more active chat, slowly but surely. That's the way to do it, boys. Let's go. Always got to be consistent. That's kind of one of the big things. One word with a side of salt. All right. Wow. Hopefully we can change that a bit here. Well, if you guys are just tuning in, we're about to start up here. But so basically, what I'm going to be talking about a bit today is carving out your own niche. Wow, this is really unfortunate placement on a webcam. Where is it? Boop. There we go. Okay, so carving out your own niche. So being kind of your own streamer is something that I'd consider like very important for streaming. Haven't seen many new viewers at all, though I missed streaming out for a while, even before hatest new viewers are on the rise. Oh, awesome, man. Good for you. So, if you don't know me, I'm LackOfTalentTV. I currently run this channel here. I've got, so I average about 25-30 viewers a stream. I started back in April. And so I'm just kind of helping Jimmy here kind of give out some of the tactics that I use to kind of grow and get my name out there, which I think is probably one of the more important things that you can do as a channel, because as I like to think about it, at least, there are a large amount of people out there on Twitch who would love to watch you and they would completely enjoy your content a lot. It's just that you haven't found them yet. So there are people that want to watch you. I would say that there's probably about 1,000 people out there in the world that would absolutely love you, and they would watch you every single stream, wait till you're live, be there in your chat before, hype it up, but you just have to find them, So basically, the best way to be getting your stream out there, at the moment at least, is to broadcast yourself onto different platforms. So one of the best ways to do this is through things like TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all of that jazz, and it'll help you a lot. So for instance, I started posting on TikTok about 2 months ago. I had absolutely zero following on there. I had zero following on YouTube, and I had probably 1,500 Twitch follows, and I started just kind of posting on YouTube and TikTok consistently. On TikTok, I got like 2,300 followers, and on YouTube, I got is it 1,100, 1,200, somewhere in there now. But the point is that as you grow other platforms, you can eventually integrate your like the growth you've made in other places onto your current stream as is, which is where a large amount of people would come from. Because as I'm sure you guys know, if you've streamed for a while, Twitch inherently is
Bad.
really 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 bad for being discovered. Unless people are organizing from, lowest to highest viewers, or you're playing like a super niche game,
It's not
or
like there's an explore section with
yeah.
Twitch to find like recommended posts like there is with TikTok, Instagram. Twitter has like a different way with their hashtags to find certain types of creators that you might want to watch, but Twitch alone, I mean, they're getting better. Like they added recommended, and they're
Yeah,
adding more as like you can have like a channel trailer for when people find you when you're offline. But other than that, discoverability on Twitch, it's pretty difficult alone.
yeah, seriously. I think the biggest thing for me that has occurred is I found other creators that are a bit bigger than me, and I've been getting to know them and working with them. Yes, networking, that is a very great thing to do as well. One thing I will definitely say though is if you are networking on Twitch, look to be building genuine friendships. And like genuine, like, I would like to hang out with this person, because if you're only talking to someone and like getting to know them strictly because you want their viewers and followers, that's a really negative way to walk into things, and a lot of people are going to see right through it. So to be honest, I would definitely consider just like taking the route of getting to know people that you would genuinely enjoy being around. Additionally, with that, when you do go to network, aim, as you said, aim for people that are your size, maybe a little bit bigger, maybe a little bit smaller, and just kind of realize who you are and where you kind of stand in the Twitch ladder. I don't hang with them just to get viewers. I hang out off stream with them and get to know them. Exactly. There we go. Yeah, you totally
Discord,
got that.
Discord's a great way to do that.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Cartier,
Yes.
thank you for the follow.
Poggers. So basically, at going along with like with the whole discoverability thing is I definitely say play to your strengths. So when you're a smaller streamer, like me or you or most people that we're associating with right now, generally, we're working on small levels, viewers in the double digits. We're individually enjoying each person that comes into our chat, and so I would say play to your strengths, right? So a big thing would be like necessarily if you have a Discord server. Something that I started doing a while back was every time someone joined my Discord server, I personally sent them a message to thank them, and I still continue doing it today. And I will get people that are just astonished, like, "Wow, you thanked me for joining your Discord server?" And I said yes, and then they're just kind of a little bit in shock. Doesn't it help that Twitch features? Doesn't help that Twitch features are locked behind partner or affiliate. Yes, I'd say that's true, but at the same time, you can definitely output a stream that is rather high quality that'll allow you to hit affiliate rather quickly. And then once you hit affiliate, there's a very minuscule amount of things that partner has over affiliate. Mainly it's just a check mark, but
That you don't with partner you get like a stream manager usually. Not all the time, but like they'll be able to contact you directly if like you need help, but usually that's not too much of an issue that affiliates lose out on.
yeah, it's kind of a small thing, but making that step from nothing to affiliate, um, that is definitely a wall to climb. I will tell you, it took me 4 months to do it. When I was first getting affiliated, so it's a pretty daunting task, but it's definitely doable. Just make sure that you're like we said, working on that small scale where you're appreciating every single person that comes into your chat, every single person that follows you, asking how their day went, asking how their week went, what was their favorite thing they had for breakfast, what are they wearing that day, what was good at work, what was bad at work, and then when you move on to a larger scale, do things that would fit within that caliber. Yeah, squad streaming, exactly. Squad streaming can be good as well.
Well, he's talking about that as like a partner feature, how that's locked to like
Um,
I only ever see big streamers like Tim the Tatman, Tfue doing like squad streams with other streamers. But I mean, even then, I don't know how much that feature gets used. like
Mm-hmm.
it's like a multi Twitch. I mean, I don't know how often I personally click on it, but I'm usually there to watch that streamer and that streamer only when I click on a channel.
Nice Bob Ross sushis. We like those. We like those. Yeah, hitting affiliate was definitely a few months of struggle. I would definitely agree. How do you go around those one viewer kind of days? Well, um, you do have an advantage with being at one viewer. Is if someone is feeling lucky that day and they change their thing from low to high, then that instantly puts you at the top row, right? And so what you want to do is you want to be ready for that moment, and you want to be acting like you have 20 viewers or so. You want to be talking to yourself. You want to be making things interesting, trying to, like, you're entertaining a little brother that's sitting next to you watching the game, right? And you just want to be constantly talking and being active with a chat that's empty, which I can realize that can be very, very difficult to do and to go through with. But that will allow you, as soon as that one person does join, that they're like, you hit the ground running with them, and they don't watch you. They don't come in and they sit there and watch you be dead silent for 20 seconds and then bounce. That's the last thing you want, actually, as an affiliate. But I deal with a lot of workers and minimal chat interaction. Any tips for dealing with that and getting more chat interaction? Well, as Jimmy can say, my chat it goes by pretty quickly, actually. I'll probably get a message from just about everyone there, but one thing I would definitely say for chat interaction is set up like a reason for them to be involved, right? Like sometimes I'll just like randomly throw out a poll, like, yo chat, what's better, chocolate milk or strawberry milk? And then like all of a sudden you'll just have like this, a fight, maybe, or quote unquote fight, but like more just like a small rant between like two viewers that might happen, or turn viewer count off and just be yourself. That's actually something I do. I don't like having viewer count on. That is it intimidates me a little bit. But so chat interaction, once you can get it going a little bit, it's kind of like a snowball, right? So eventually it'll kind of keep moving forward. But it's all, you just have to get that very first like wapa, that first interaction with people. But kind of moving on with what we were saying, make your content wanted. So if let's say like you're a smaller streamer, right, and you're trying to really stand out, if I'll give you an example for something. So if you have one streamer A, that you really like to watch, and streamer B that you really like to watch, and you like them equally, and they're both streaming at the same time, and you want to watch both of them, right? But streamer A streams every single day for 5 hours a day, but streamer B only streams 3 hours a day, 3 times a week. You're probably going to pick streamer B because he streams much less. And I'm not saying like, oh, only stream 10 minutes a day. No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that put effort into your content and make it exclusive. So when you make your content like wanted and enjoyed by the people that are there, but at the same time you don't do it every day, it makes your content really, really, really like quality, and it gives this exclusivity to it that makes people want to come back. And you can take that extra time to, for example, work on a YouTube channel, or work on TikTok, or work on Instagram, work on Twitter, just to really kind of like push yourself to the next level. Because when you make content on different platforms, not only are you more discoverable, but then on your Twitch streams, you make those more wanted by the people that do enjoy them. And then you can push yourself kind of to that next like wada moment where people can start discovering you better off of Twitch. Let's say your YouTube or TikTok starts taking off a little bit and people start transferring over, and you'll kind of get there, right? Because not only it gives you an opportunity to work off the Twitch platform and at the same time improve your Twitch platform, all kind of in one go, right? And really, go ahead, Jimmy.
Do you think it's more important to specialize in, say, one or two platforms, or try to be like a jack of all trades with the 4 big players: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter?
I would say kind of a mix of both. So definitely be active on everything, but really kind of hone in on the two. I would really make sure your Twitch streams are good, like they're worth watching. Watch your own VODs. Have a friend watch a VOD. In YouTube, simply because like YouTube is a place where people can get drawn into recommended, and at the same time it also gives your content a platform, like a shelf to sit on. even when you're offline and you're not doing anything and you're dead asleep, there's still a chance of you being discovered. Where TikTok, as good as TikTok is, once your TikTok's about 48 hours old, it's basically run its course and it's done. So I would definitely post and be active on everything, but definitely just kind of be wary that like YouTube is kind of where it's at, you know. But do you guys have any questions, or we can talk, or things like that? That's just kind of like what we wanted to do. We can also talk about carving out your own niche, like what you should do to kind of find your little stride, your little corner of the internet per se. There'd be a lot of corners, I guess, then. But
What would you suggest for people who don't have too much time? So like they have like a full-time job, or they have college or some other type of school, and they're trying to put out like content on all these platforms. Are you thinking like I think that finding clips from your stream, if you can't make off content, like, well, off stream content, I think it's good to somehow repurpose your stream clips into social media posts rather than making full videos, you know?
yes, that's a good thing to do as well.
So,
like,
oh, certainly if you have the time for YouTube, definitely go
yeah.
for that.
One thing I would say about that is, like, I work 2 jobs, and I've had to come to the point now where I'm scheduling my day like every single hour, like a week out in advance, to make sure I'm getting content done and into where it should be. And the last week's kind of been rough with just because I've had all my extended family in town. But before then, I knew exactly what time I was uploading. I knew exactly what time I was going live, what time I was getting off of being live, what time I was going to be at my job, what time I was getting back, when I was eating, what time I was going to go to sleep. And if you really, really are focusing on trying to get that, get that bread in the bag, make a schedule, stick to it, work on that stuff, and it'll get there for you. Reuse content. Yes, definitely reuse content. Find good moments from your stream, add some subtitles if you know how, and throw that up on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You got anything else, Jimmy?
Right off the top of my head, I mean, Twitter posts alone for me, like, let's see, discoverability. So with my impressions, they've gone up like drastically compared to, if we compare the number of one tweet that I had where I was talking about how I photoshopped my face on Pickle Rick, that had 700 impressions compared to the unique viewers I had for like the past 3 months. I don't even think got close to that number. So that's 700 eyes, well, 700 pairs of eyes that saw the name Project Jimmy rather than like people who clicked on my stream. So it's just more important to show that like social media, if you don't take advantage of that, Twitch alone, you're gonna be a single digit Andy for a long time.
Yeah. So big boy, but that's a good name actually. Would you say it is worth it to post full-length streams onto YouTube, or do you recommend taking the time to highlight the stream prior to uploading it? Is it necessary to highlight? One thing that I would say with YouTube, just kind of how it works, is YouTube bases everything off of watch time, right? And so the hardest thing with that is when you post a stream to YouTube, and let's say, because most people on YouTube only have the attention span of 15 seconds for the first bit, and then maybe 10 to 20 30 minutes at the most for watching actual content if it's edited and things. And so although there might be a small amount of people that do enjoy that, the hardest part is that when YouTube sees that it'll recommend your video 20 times, or it'll get 20 views, but only 18 of those people stayed for longer than a minute, and then basically almost all of them are gone within the first 5 or 10 minutes, then it's gonna kind of be like, maybe this content isn't really good, maybe we shouldn't recommend it, and then you kind of like temporarily stunt your growth for the next couple of videos. And I've personally witnessed that, actually. So I would definitely probably steer clear of just uploading raw VODs. However, doing like channel highlights, that's not a bad idea. I will say though that that you run into the same problem where most of the people that are going to be watching your YouTube videos are people that are already watching your streams. And so the issue you run in with that is that like if a viewer comes onto that YouTube video and they've already seen like most of what's in there, they're going to click off rather quickly, and then you get the same problem where YouTube is like, oh, hey, they didn't actually like this video that much, let's not really recommend it. So generally what I would stick to is for the time being, or at least when you're just starting, attempt to make content that is from off stream, because you bring all of your Twitch viewers and you get the chance at the new YouTube viewers. So that's my recommendation, at least. How do you get around without using... Oh, wait. Prince Dark Shadow said re-upload streams onto a streaming YouTube channel. That's fine, yeah. That's fine. How do you get around without using a face cam? That's a good question. If you can't use a face cam, then you already create this challenge for yourself where it's really hard for people to see your reactions to things, which that's one thing that Twitch is really good at that YouTube doesn't have, is you get to see the natural raw reactions to, you know, in-game events, IRL events, whatever's going on. And so without a webcam, it's hard to emphasize that. But like, let's say you're in a game and you die, whatever does come through the microphone, make sure it's audible and make sure it's really selling what you're trying to get across to those people. For instance, if you lose all your items in a game that you just grinded for an hour for, and you go like, and then
the
like,
thing about not having a webcam is you have to constantly be talking so you can
That is
have
true.
that like interaction. Whereas with a webcam, like you could walk away, do a dance. I don't know what type of channel you'd be doing, but without a webcam, you put yourself at a massive disadvantage.
Exactly. Well, you can re-upload the stream and do highlights, so have a channel for the stream itself, then your main one for stuff. Yeah, that's a good idea. Actually, I might genuinely start doing that, actually. Main Daddy, how long should YouTube videos be for the best content? If they're educational, that kind of goes out the window. It takes however long the content is. If it's memey and it's like really high edited fast stuff and there's not a story to it at all or like a reason behind it, 3 to 5 minutes. If there's a story or like a goal behind what you're doing, generally 4 to 8 minutes is where you want to be at. Maybe a little bit longer if it's entertaining for most of it, you know. 10 minutes. Well, roughly 10 minutes is a good average time for it. Yeah, exactly. Recommend a software for making videos. I would recommend learning Adobe Premiere Pro. I have 400 hours in it. I used to edit videos competitively, traveled across the United States doing it. If you need a cheap copy of it, I can get you one. So I'm here to help.
You're making it sound like you're breaking the law doing it.
I'm not breaking the law. I actually am affiliated with Adobe. I can do it. It's legal.
Hog.
So should I just use a face cam and hope for the best? Use a face cam. 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 Can I say it enough times? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, use a face cam. Because it just, like, you'll see Lyric and maybe Dakota's, but people bring those people up. Dakota's had a webcam for a large majority of time. He did, and he stopped using it more and more. Lyric is just an exception, to be honest. You're not the exception. I'm sorry, but you're not. I'm not either. Jimmy's not. None of us are exceptions. We're all still here, trying to learn.
Wait a minute, I'm hiding behind Discord call right now. What do you say about that, Lack? No, I'm just kidding.
I started using a face cam once I hit affiliate. I've been keeping around 5 average viewers, but I'm not the hottest looking fella, so I get used to seeing your face. I respect it. I respect that. There we go. Use a webcam. It's cool. Thanks for the advice. Yeah, happy to. Very happy to. Do you guys have any more questions, or Jimmy, you got anything else to say?
Not off the top of my head, probably not.
All right. Well, I think that was good. It's a good 30 minutes actually.
Yeah, that was pretty packed full of information.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Oh, we should talk about the Patreon again.
Oh,
just,
yes.
Just as a way to close out.
So, if you do like what we were talking about today, this is going to be happening every other week in a bi-weekly growth workshop. So if you sign up for the $5, $15, or $30 Patreon, you will have access to that, and you will be there.